When the Titan Lords fell, a new age of might came to Sedaria. An age defined by one simple decree. That whoever was the strongest in Sedaria, enough to slay its previous ruler, would hold dominion over the land. And so it was, for thousands of years. And so it is, yet today. Aloysius, the Mad King of Sedaria, now rules these lands. Over the last 10 years, he has spread his influence. Using cruel hobgoblins and gnolls as soldiers, the land of Sedaria quakes, torn apart by his frenzied greed for the power it holds within. For Sedaria is a lost land, a land of riches unclaimed, of legends untold, of power unseen. A beautiful, vast, and deadly land. It calls to the bold, to the clever, to the daring, to any who would dare its shores seeking adventure. It calls to Megan, the war-forged paladin. It calls to Nyx, the half-elf warlock. It calls to Nizin, the dragon-born rogue. It calls to Tig, the kobold bard. It calls to Zidane, the wood elf ranger. And to those it calls, Sedaria offers welcome. The wilds are not easy, and not kind, but they shall give a tale to remember. For this is the land of limitless adventure. This is the legend of the Wildlands.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. So apparently, when I changed the intro, it did not do the thing where it would automatically transition back to the start screen. So that's going to be fun to edit around, because I usually don't edit around these. I usually upload them as is and just cut. Anyway, hi, welcome. I am your lovely, lovely host, Alex, and joining me as always in our adventures here in D6 Tricks are my lovely, lovely cast and crew players. We have Anne.
Trill.
We have Juna.
It's a lovely, lovely day outside. I sure hope Trill is enjoying it.
And we have Queen.
I've just realized that we've all lined up. This is just the Midnight Crew episode.
It sure is.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
Good times. Oh man, that's a throwback.
Yeah.
The Midnight Crew and Alex, because Alex is an old man who goes to bed really early. So, Nissa will be joining us sometime later. She's running a little late. Atwas is busy and will not be joining us, but in the meantime, let us do a recap. We were crying about Trill because Trill had to leave last session. See, last session was an exploration of a forest of bleeding water and horribly corrupted wildlife and trees. It was really nasty to be in, had some nasty puzzles, half of which were skipped, but not all of them, because I love puzzles and I love watching my lovely, lovely players suffer through puzzles.
Hiss. Fuck you.
You love the Sudoku, don't lie.
Oh, I did. Okay, a little bit.
But in doing so, they acquired the fourth of 10 treasure hoards of Sedaria that were said to be around, and in the process got a whole lot of money and a whole lot of items that were probably cursed. They know some aren't cursed, but some definitely are cursed. With all this money, the group decided, hey, let's go get some supplies. But as they were heading to a tower to go head for some supplies, they had a vision, or rather Trill had a vision, a dream in the night of the rest of the world becoming as bloodied and corrupted as the rest of the world. And a voice calling for him saying, Seed Keeper, we need you. This was no longer the first, this was no longer an isolated incident. This wasn't the first time Trill had been called Seed Keeper and pled for help. Trill figured someone really needed him, and they needed him more than the rest of the party did. He could do more good to save the land of Sedaria by going his separate ways for now. And so, the group said their goodbyes to Trill, gave him some supplies, and he gave them what he had gathered on the journey that he needed. So, Trill flew off on his own adventures, leaving the rest of the group to go over to town to do some recruiting. And it is here where I admit I did a fuck-up, because I thought the recruitment tavern was in Tumulus. It's in Peace Promise. So, to make up for it, we're going to have a little time-space wibbly-wobbly wormhole that no one else is going to question. And you can access that tavern from here. One night only. It'll be so great.
So, I missed everything because my Wi-Fi decided to crap itself.
Oh no. Well, all I did was a recap.
Thankfully, I remember what happened.
Yeah, I just did a recap. I messed up where the tavern is where you can recruit everybody through Masterwork Smith. So, through the magic of time-space wormholes, we're just going to put that tavern in Tumulus for one night only, so you can do some recruiting, and it'll be fine. I am a brilliant dungeon master, because right now we gotta get some supplies and some people, and we're gonna go into the Arctic after this. Now, to recap, I believe what you were looking for, at the very least, was a healer, because without Trill, you're going to need some healing. Also, without Trill and casting Goodberry, you're going to need some easier ways to get food. Because most of you eat.
Two more
I don't! Neener!
Neener.
Give me 2 more sessions. The Goodberry conundrum will no longer be a problem.
Soon we will have food.
Superior fleshlings, and you'll need to eat.
Yeah.
Give me 2 sessions.
So, what you probably most need is a healer. What would be helpful would be a mage of some kind for crowd control, because you don't want to get swarmed. That would be mean.
True.
Carolina would appreciate a warrior to at least be a bodyguard. Though if you say, like, Barcat or Helena could choose that role while the rest of you head inside, that would be fine. Because, Carolina doesn't want to go into a dungeon. She can't fight. She can't fight for shit. Other than that, I have all kinds of companions. So if you just want to look around at them, the world is your oyster. Let's go shopping!
Let's go shopping!
Now, I didn't realize how few people we have now.
Yeah.
We're down to 8.
Damn.
And, like, before we had, like, we were marching around with frickin' like Dario, and we had Zerid.
Yeah.
Shut it!
That wasn't in character.
I know, but it's like, how dare you keep bringing up the wound?
Hey, keeps it relevant for character development. You gotta keep thinking about it.
This is how Phelan becomes the final villain. Anyways,
Really? From the unseeable gods talking about his crimes.
'Tis a joke.
I know.
Anyways, let's get to them.
All right.
Let's get to them companions.
All right. Let's hope. All right. Looking at our grocery list, we gotta get a cleric. We gotta get a mage. So because we don't have spike growth anymore, unfortunately.
Rip. Shame.
And
sad.
it'd be cool to get another warrior.
Yeah.
Because having 3 big damage people would be cool.
Okay, great. I'll go look for the warrior for no reason whatsoever.
Oh no, you don't.
What?
Megan says, "I will look for the warrior."
Okay.
Strength recognizes strength.
Yeah. Other companion options are rogues, which can do some sneakies, and they do some help. Not all of them are overlap with Nisib. I'll just say that. Bards, which can do socials and are generally good at everything. Not all of them are overlap with Tig, I'll say that.
Yeah.
And guides. You have Carolina, but if you want someone else who just knows things about the wilderness, less of a priority, I would say, than the rest of the classes. But if you want to look, I will not stop you. Maybe I just like making characters. Maybe I have a problem. Maybe that's
I gathered that.
And, just normal creative problems of, oh, look, too many characters.
Alex,
tell you what.
internet, liking making characters?
Say it is
what a
not
concept.
so.
Gosh. But I'll tell you what, if Megan looks for the warrior, Nyx could probably go a broad range of looking for a magic user.
Little baby boy
You know who would
can
be
look for cleric.
Yeah.
If we look for a guy, you know who'd be really funny to get again?
Who?
Bell Spirit 3, baby, let's go!
Oh
Well,
my
you're
gosh.
round 3! You could! Yeah, you absolutely could!
We could. That is lower in priority. But that is an option, and I
It
do
would
like
be,
that
it
option.
would be really funny. It would be
would
really
be
funny.
really funny.
Alright. So, for warriors, the ones that are available, you see a description of Follower of the Axe Thane, the Chained to Hell, the Phantom Legion, the Frozen Heart, and the Rogue Hobgoblin. You also see Dario and Helena are options. Helena's right there with you, so that would be a waste, though.
Hey, Helena! Hi, Helena! I got a job for you!
You ninjas it right from me, Juno. High five.
All right. Phantom Legion sounds pretty cool. Also, since we're invading the racist guys, and they have a lot of people, anything with the word Legion in it sounds very enticing.
I'm just making some notes so that we don't forget for capital last time. Okay, so Phantom Legion.
Alternatively, if you guys want Dario back.
Yeah. Explain.
As much as I'd love to, going around with Dario scares me.
We should meet new people too. We should broaden our horizons.
Right.
I'm also worried that with how the terrain is and the tundra,
yeah.
he might have a bit of a trouble.
Yeah, that'd be rough on a poor dog.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a buff dog. He's a huge dog, but still.
He's a Tibetan Mastiff.
He's like a whole water bottle.
He's tough, but we don't want to be too mean.
All right. So, you look at the Phantom Legion and can do some chatting beforehand to see if that's really what you want. So, you basically call up an image of a pretty heavily armored figure, with a cast-over helmet that has a heavy brow casting a lot of shadows over the face of a really pale, almost sickly-looking human who looks up and is like, "You, Coles, what do you need?" And then his eyes dart around, he sees Helena off to the side. What I meant to say, of course, milady, is how may I be of service to one so beautiful?
Oh no!
Oh my god, saying "milady" made me cringe.
What did he just call you?
Do we want the Redditor?
Do we want the Redditor?
I mean, you could always get to know it.
Yeah.
Like it says, we seek strength.
Strength I have in abundance. The strength of 100 souls in one body. They fight
And Megan asks,
alongside me. With every blow,
Mm.
I may call upon their strength. For I
Oh.
am Norhoman, the Phantom Legion.
No homie.
All right.
No homie.
Oh no, the armor's cool. Why does he have to be a redditor?
He's just a guy.
Oh, are we dealing with a cop?
Okay. This sounds interesting. The issue is that I'm going to assume this is going to be mainly necrotic, and when you're in the cold, necrotic can be quite tricky to use or utilize.
So his feature is multi-attack, and then with his attacks as a bonus action, he can summon phantoms for additional attacks, and yes, they do deal necrotic damage.
Okay.
Well, I personally vote no, but if you guys think different, that's fine.
On the one hand, probably would have something that could have could probably play around with AoE. On the other hand, yeah, the necrotic damage might hinder us more than benefit us right now.
You said GPT
I drink my respect women juice, but I hate the shit out of artificial intelligence.
Base, hire him. I get.
Okay, well, unfortunately, since apparently the cold does hinder necrotic damage, and we are headed towards the cold, I don't think we might. We might want to hold off on this guy.
Yeah, it's not that the cold itself hinders it. It's just from my experience going into cold tundras and like Frostmaiden and stuff. Necrotic hasn't really helped us in the past.
That's okay. So we need something that'll give us more of an advantage.
The bunky type.
All right.
I see. I bid thee farewell, then. I shall seek my vengeance elsewhere. Boop!
I don't like that guy.
Probably would be good in some places, but not where we're going.
Megan points out that he acted strangely towards Helena.
Yeah. I think he's just a womanizer despite, looking like a ghost in a suit of armor.
Note to self. Womanizers,
Edgy.
ew.
Do
Edgy.
people like
Edgelord.
do people like that type of guy? Do they look for stuff like that?
Bimbos do.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
What's-
speaking of himbos,
What's a himbo?
Bimbos with two B's.
Oh, bimbo.
Oh!
Oh,
yeah,
Oh.
bimbo.
yeah, just... What's a bimbo?
Looks over my shoulder to Swift.
It's a whore, but like the baby Pokemon evolution version.
Baby Pokemon evolution. Oh God.
Okay,
So, Baby Swift.
Baby Swift. No, we don't need Baby Swifts.
Hey, strictly Swift's not a bimbo. She's more of a... I don't know what she is, but it's several degrees of intensity more than bimbo.
I am the Mega Digivolution version of a whore.
She's whore with a
Anyways.
powder.
Yeah.
Anyways, Axe Thane.
So
Do we want to check the Axe Thane?
Yes.
Yes. I think we've met him before, haven't we?
you have,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
You passed him
yeah.
on the other way. You call up the follower of the Axe Thane, and once again, Alwarith, huge, buff-ass elf appears. Oh, hello. I've been waiting by the jungle for a while.
Megan elbows Nyx, and her jaw kind of hinges in a way that the crack between her the top and bottom halves of her mechanical skull look like a smirk.
Nyx just sort of angles themselves and whatever camera function this is and just waves.
Hello. He waves.
Been a while.
Yes.
Greetings. We seek strength.
Oh, I'm pretty strong.
Perfect.
So, mechanically, Alwarith, easier to run version of a barbarian. He does not enter a rage, but instead he can do a power attack, where basically in exchange for -5 to the attack roll, he can roll with multiple dice on a hit. He also has a powerful build, which means he can carry a lot of shit.
Hide. Please, we
All
need
right.
carry rates.
Okay. Well, strength we need, and strength this man has in spades. So, I say hired. Do we all agree?
Hired.
All right, now quit your blushing. Let's hire this guy.
Let's hire this guy.
Okay.
Blushing, it's just the heat in here.
All right. Go get a companion calling card, and Alwarith shall be yours.
Yay!
Who shall be paying for this one?
I don't buy much. I got extra money. I'll do it.
Okay.
How much is the calling card again?
That
50.
is 50 gold. I think you can just buy it from the shop.
Okay, I closed the shop window because I needed to see like the characters and
Well,
stuff.
now you can see
Thank
it
you.
again.
Thank you. I don't see a buy button.
That is weird. Just remove 50 gold, then.
Okay, 50 gold is all right. You're gonna pay 50 gold. Bam.
Bam. All right. You purchase a calling card, like swapping and swiping it into like a mechanical depository. There is a flash of blue light, and Alwarith, a huge buff-ass elf, emerges from the light, stepping out. He is still shirtless, looking around. This is the opposite of the jungle. This is like the exact opposite direction of where I was going.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, do you have a shirt?
I don't have a shirt that fits.
Oh, okay. Well, we might need to peruse one for you. It is quite cold.
Okay.
For now, I give him a cloak that is a little itty bitty for a man his size, but at least covers the shoulders. It at least covers the shoulders.
At least it does that. All right. Who would like to run with... Sorry, give me a second. Who would like to control Alwarith in battle?
I'll take the guy.
You
I'm the
Take
only
the
one out of the three of us.
barbarian.
Yeah, I'm the only one out of the three of us that doesn't have a
Sure,
NPC
yeah.
to pilot at the moment.
You got it.
So
All right. Could you list the other things again?
Yes, I can. The others were Rogue Hobgoblin, Frozen Heart,
Okay.
and
Frozen Heart.
Chained to Hell.
Chained to hell.
Yeah, I'm curious what the chain to hell is. I'm just more curious. I don't actually want to hire, but
I will ring up Chained to hell.
All right.
let's go.
So, you ring up Chained to Hell. You have seen this man before, briefly, in passing with another party. As you pull it up,
Oh.
it is a silver dragonborn with chains embedded in his beard.
Oh,
I guess
this guy.
This guy. Hello. How goes your travels?
Oh, hey. Actually pretty decent. Well is a bit subjective.
I am glad to hear that well, in some regard, is happening regardless.
Are you doing okay?
One could never call me well in any way, shape, or form. My torment is always.
I lean over to the other two, just like, do we remember him being this upset?
I don't think he talked much last time, period.
Huh. So, what can Chain to Hell offer us?
All right, so he has some control over the chains that are embedded in his body. There's also a chain that is attached to his weapon, a great axe. It allows him to do extra slashing damage on a hit, and he can also multi-attack with the chains on his beard, and the beard can poison enemies when it hits.
Oh.
However, if he misses, the chain does a little bit of damage to him.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like a blood hunter. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we got a
also
lot of,
he
like,
can use his
reward characters.
Yeah. Also, he can use his reaction to force creatures to make a saving throw or be frightened of him.
Wow. Okay. So it's another warrior, basically.
Yes.
I mean, that could be good. But it's not really AoE. It's very specific to what he's fighting,
Mhm.
which isn't bad.
Yeah, with AoE, we want to look at like mages and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's...
Wa-
I'll put a pin on him, but...
Warriors are mostly there to tank.
Yep.
We are hiring
looks-
him eventually.
Well, he's got a few pins of his own. It looks like.
Hey!
Hey.
Okay, we might be back in contact with you. Nice seeing you, though.
It is one of the few comforts to see a friendly face in these times. I shall return to my suffering. Lo, may it one day end. And then he, hangs up.
Nyx's lip, like, quivers. Well, now I
Hey,
feel
what a-
bad.
Oh, what a morose character, huh?
I feel... What happened to the group he was with? Now they're not with him still now. I just feel bad.
Pat, 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 pat.
I can also gently patch Nyx.
Oh. Okay, sadness over. Let's go find a mage.
Let's go find a mage.
All right.
All right.
We have our strength. Now we must find our mind.
Hey.
So, looking at mages, there is the Dragon's Entertainer, the Master of the Unknown, the Daughter of the Swamp Witches, the Mad Alchemist, the Devourer of Magic, the One Who Fought Goblins, the Ghost and the
I can describe a
Monkey.
lot of people.
What was
Wait a minute, the ghost and the monkey. That isn't that one dude?
Yep, that's the one dude!
The gasp.
I'll consider him. I'm interested with the Devourer of Magic.
The Devourer of Magic. Alright, you once more swipe. You have also, seen this woman before. I think you decided not to take her when she was in Kagladar, but you come and there is a drow woman, with a porcelain doll's mask and, like, burning red hair, who is putting a potion up to where her nose would be, and color is draining from it. She looks up, sees you, puts the potion behind her back. Oh, you caught me at the bad time.
Oh, sorry. Would you like us to come back later?
No, it's fine, it's fine. You can hear some breaking glass behind her.
Oh no, did she drop it?
Oh, bless her.
Someone will clean that up.
Oh, that's a waste of a potion.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey!
Alright, what are her mechanics?
She's a spellcaster. She has a bunch of things, and once per day she can dispel magic, basically taking it into herself. It takes her a lot less time for her to do it than a usual dispel magic ritual. Her current other spells are Acid Splash, Fairy Fire, Invisibility, Magic Missile, Dancing Lights, and Mage Hand.
We got a lot of fairy fire.
Yeah.
I think if we were going on a quest to maybe destroy something or like sort something like that out, she'd be good. But yeah, that's not really good for area of effect.
Yeah. Like, that dispel magic could be pretty good, but it's not, like, absolutely required right now, and she doesn't have much else that could be, like...
Useful.
Not useful, but not what we're looking for.
Okay.
I feel like Simon Cowell doing this.
Welcome to Sideria's Got Talent.
Sideria's
So,
got to...
Nyx will veteran and be like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna let you get back to what you were doing.
Okay, thanks. And she quickly hangs up. You can hear the sound of some more snorting as she does.
Sort like, go back to your drugs, yeah!
Yeah, let's go, homegirl!
No more drugs. So what about the daughters of, what was it, the Swamp Hags?
Daughter of the Swamp Witch.
Swamp Witch,
Swamp
yes,
Witch?
please. I'm curious about that.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, let's browse.
All right.
We're doing a bunch of interviews. Job
Basically,
interviews.
we are literally doing job interviews.
Yeah, job interviews. Are you worthy to travel with us, get some gold and some experience? All right. So, you call up Daughter of the Swamp Witch, and a young woman with notable, tribal tattoos on her face, hair tied up in a messy bun, and crow feathers decorating her clothes, shows up, looks over at you. Oh, hello there, dearies. Oh, I so rarely get calls these days. You won't mind if I take a moment to savor the company, will you?
Not at all.
Of course not.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, would you mind being dears and, telling Mrs. Marcia why you called her up today?
Oh my god, her name is Marcia. That's so funny.
I love her already.
Very on the nose. That's why I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mrs. Marsha. Gosh.
All right.
Well, we are an adventuring party, and we are in need of a magic user, and we were wondering if you could potentially fit the bill.
Oh, I do indeed. I know some magics. Not the kind of magics that any would-be hedge wizard and sorcerer would be carrying around. I have some more specialized things, you see.
Like what?
Translate that to gameplay, please.
All right. So, she has some special spells that are hag spells. So, she has a cantrip, Wilting Breath, where she can make someone's breath stink so badly that they have disadvantage on charisma checks and take poison damage. She has a spell called Contagious Healing, which heals an opponent, but gives them vulnerability to all damage. And then when they take damage,
Whoa.
it infects a new creature within 10 feet of the first creature.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold up.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then
Word.
Festering Fever, which does necrotic damage and infects a disease that is transmittable to more people.
Whoa!
Ooh. Wait.
Congratulations, you all have the magic flu.
The magic flu.
Wait,
I could
no,
have said a worse disease. I could have said a worse and more relevant disease, but I refrained from doing so.
Oh.
Wait, no, this could actually be really dangerous, and I'm here for it.
Yeah. But again, it's necrotic, which I'm worried about.
There's also poison, though.
There is poison.
There's poison and there's vulnerability to damage.
I am aware,
I feel
but...
I feel like the charisma debuff also combos with some of our stuff.
Yeah, considering there's a lot of people with high charisma.
Mm-mm.
And also stares at Barkat and his studied shot.
Exactly.
Exactly. Now, I don't want to influence any one of you, but that is a combo I did not think of, so I wanted to exactly that.
Can I pin this one and look at the others for now?
Oh,
Yeah, no, I personally I would give this one, but it's a case of how does the rest of the party feel?
yeah.
She also synergizes well with Megan because Megan can't be is resistant to poison stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So she can go in afterwards and she can't get sick either because she's a machine, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, immune to disease. So Megan can go in and attack stuff that she's debuffed.
Good.
So we'll put a pin in that. We'll consider our other options and then we'll decide.
All right.
Yeah, Nyx will say, we'll think about it.
Oh, call me back when you do. I will enjoy your company either way, dearies. Okay. She hangs up. You have a bunch of other mages to look through. As a reminder, the ones you haven't seen, the Dragon's Entertainer, He Who Fought the Goblins, Master of the Unknown, the Mad Alchemist, the Ghost and the Monkey.
Let's try Master of the Unknown.
All right. You call up the Master of the Unknown, the image of a green-clad mage in like a pointy wizard's hat with a wide brim. It's not going to show up on the token, but this is the closest thing I could find, so bear with me. And an eye,
it's Snufkin.
and an eye patch over one eye appears.
Oh, that's not Snufkin.
That's not Snufkin. Yeah. Welcome, wanderers! You are now looking at Hieronymus, Master of the Unknown!
Oh no.
Wow. Well,
Amazing.
nice to meet you too. Could you define what you mean by the unknown? I know that sounds really stupid, but just to get specifics.
Yeah. With my mastery of ritual magic, there is no knowledge of magics known or unknown that can evade me! So, Hieronymus
Right.
is a non-combat wizard, but he is really good at casting rituals that can detect magic, identify magic, comprehend languages.
Ooh, okay.
Hmm.
Not what we need, but that could be good for future.
I'm also realizing, doesn't that do quite a bit of overlapping with Tig's ritual?
Yeah,
spells?
that's
Yeah.
we already have Tig, so
Yeah, so Hieronymus would be a lot more useful, A, at higher levels, B, not overlapping with Tig.
Mhm.
Well, I'd love to hear stories about your unknown escapades at a later time, but yeah, we'll see you soon.
Yeah. Very well! We shall discuss my adventures! And he pulls out this big, confusing board game map over a game of Talisman! And then he hangs up. A shudder goes across Helena and Carolina. Oh god, Talisman.
Whoa, Talisman sounds interesting.
Don't play Talisman!
Why not?
It lasts forever. You'll never stop playing Talisman!
Point taken. All right, what was it called? The Dragon's Entertainer.
The Dragon's Entertainer. All right.
I will call that
That-
person up.
You call up the Dragon's Entertainer, and a humanoid, you can tell that much, in thick clown makeup and very garish-looking clown's clothing, appears before you, upside down. Oh? You call upon Gogo? Gogo is so flattered to have an audience to perform for.
No.
Go.
You did not just. Oh, you did
What?
not just name a clown character Go-Go.
I named the clown character Gogo.
I don't know if I want to slap you or
you.
kiss you. Wonderful. 10 out of 10.
Oh my gosh. It's nice to meet you. Go. Like, Nick is sort of tilting their head so they can get a proper view of them.
Yeah. Oh, why are you upside down? That is so silly of you. I am the one who jokes. And then she flips. She's they. Gogo's pronouns are she they. Flips back right side up, and you can see contorting behind her, rotating arms, rotating way beyond what the range of normal human motion would be.
Oh, gee. Please elaborate.
Contortionism.
Contortionism!
Oh no, I got that, but the rest of it.
Alright. So she twisted herself out from being a pretzel, which was mostly off screen, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, as for Gogo's abilities, yes, you wish to know what Gogo can do. Gogo can tell you. Gogo can disengage as a bonus action, ignores fall damage, basically, up to a certain level.
That's good for the mountains.
When a creature hits Gogo, they can use a reaction to try and frighten them. Their magic, whenever they cast a spell that is above a cantrip, they can also choose to have that spell frighten people. And spells they have, Color Spray, Confusion, Crown of Madness, Fear, Feign Death, Freedom of Movement, Friends, Magic Mouth, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and Vicious Mockery.
Oh wait.
Oh. Again, that's good, but legendary A resistance. And that's so sad because this girl's so cute.
Yeah, no, I love her. I love her so
Well,
much.
We gotta remember to ring her up sometime.
Please. I think
Yeah.
she would actually be really good.
Yeah. But not for our current mission though.
How old does Gogo look, like, out of curiosity?
Gogo looks around 20s, 30s, roughly the same age as Tide would be.
I see. This is so cute. Okay, Gogo, it's really nice to meet you. I think for where we're going, I'd be a bit worried that your magic wouldn't affect to or after, but I would definitely want to call you up in the future.
Gogo is looking forward to it. Gogo has plenty of jokes to tell. Though I'm sure you've heard some of the jokes Gogo has learned already.
Could I hear one?
Oh, yes, what walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 at night?
A
What?
dead baby.
You have both of them! Oh,
What did she say?
a dead baby!
What?
Technically an alive baby. You cut off a leg and gave it a crutch.
Yeah, I misspoke. I just had to jump in there and make sure I got that one.
Yeah. Oh,
Perfection.
oh, you also hear of Sizali jokes?
Yeah?
Oh, excellent. Gogo knows much of Sizali. Anyway, goodbye, and then Gogo hangs up.
Okay, great. We'll be mean. No, I was saying that to Nizip.
Wait,
Mean a dead baby.
I did technically mean an alive baby, and also shit. Okay, that person knows about the amulet thingy, because that's the name the amulet gave me.
Oh.
Do you want to call them back up and clarify that?
I don't know, I just woke up. I'm a little lost, honestly.
Calls Gogo back up.
You call Gogo back up. Gogo now has just like a gigantic fake mustache on. This is the police! Open up!
Oh, we're wide open. Hi again. I feel you might want to talk to my friend here. My friend needs friends.
Wow, thanks. Not like I thought I had a bunch.
Yeah, you're more than welcome.
Sorry, just needed to clarify. I was catching up mentally. You said you know of Sizali?
Yes!
I would love to get information from you because, and pulls out the amulet. This claims to be Sizali.
Gogo rips off the fake mustache, throws it in their mouth, chomps down. That might be a little bit Sizali.
Okay, what the fuck is Sizali then?
Oh, Sizali used to be Gogo's boss. Sizali was a big copper dragon, lived in the heartland of Siberia.
Stares at amulet.
Yeah, lived in the past tense is kind of the operative word here. As you can clearly see, I'm not much in the living department right now.
I see. Dragon spirit is not metaphorical, it's literal.
What's a metaphor? I'll tell you what's a metaphor. It's for forums where people can argue about whether or not Ranger's worth it to play.
Hey!
Wow.
Ouch!
Does anybody else taste copper?
Well, you should. I am a copper dragon.
Oh, no wonder.
Alright, let me kill him. Out of character, out of character.
Too
Not canon, not canon.
late! You should have taken your chance!
Somebody already got to him, first of all.
So, Nisip, give me those arrows.
Gogo, what did you do for Sizali then, when they were alive?
I was entertainer. Couple dragons, they like joke. Gogo tells good
Dragon
joke.
entertainer! Would you be willing to tell Sizarly a joke now? That doesn't involve dead babies? Or alive babies? Or any babies?
Yeah, Gogo can think of a couple. Hey, says Ali, when does a joke become a dad joke? When it leaves and never comes back. And then the two of them just laugh uproariously.
Oh, no.
Oh yes, that was funny
know what?
joke. You like funny joke? I have more funny joke if you need.
I'm more inclined to
Oh,
hire
no.
Gogo now just to appease Sizarly.
Oh my god.
At the very least, I definitely want to keep them on call because they could be very useful lore-wise.
Lore-wise, yes.
True. I'll tell you what, we'll ring around a bit, and if nothing else, we'll get back to you, Gogo, again.
We will see if it is Gogo on the other end the third time, yes?
Yes.
Hopefully so.
Alright. Gogo hangs up again.
Alright, who's left?
So, who's left? He who fought the goblins, the mad alchemist, the ghost and the monkey.
He who
That's
fought
fine.
the goblins.
Alright. You call up he who caught the goblins. Standing before you is a human, pretty scruffy looking, very unkempt looking beard and spiky, like, fallen back hair, who looks up, sighs, pulls out a big old pipe, snaps his fingers, causes a light to appear from it, lights up the pipe, immediately starts smoking. Okay, what's up?
Nice to meet you too. You would be he who fought the goblins?
Yep, and to narrow it down, because a lot of people fought goblins, they had a whole ass legend of me single-handedly saving a town from a goblin legion.
And did you?
Helena looks over. Oh yeah, I know this guy, that's Shakaria. You hear a lot of legends about people who are folk heroes when you yourself are one. It was true, right?
Oh.
Yep. Those legends don't tend to mention goblins coming back when I was asleep, kicking my ass repeatedly, and no one coming out to help.
Oh shoot. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. We are looking for a magic user though. Could you tell us what you do?
I burn things and blow them up. So Shikari's available spells: Firebolt,
Perfect.
Fireball, Lightning Hands, Magic Weapon, Ray of Frost, and Sleep.
Sold.
Fireball sold.
Blow everything up.
I mean, now personally, I have no mad desire for the mad alchemist, just because that's not my personal playstyle. If you guys want me to call him up first and then decide on this guy, because remember, snow, fire. Fire.
Fire!
All right, we'll call up the mad alchemist first just to cover bases, but this guy is my big pin.
All right,
Shikaria.
Shikaria. So, you hang up on Shikaria and call it the Mad Alchemist. A goblin in a big, frumpy red cap appears. The cap falls over his head, looks up. Ah, hello there. I was just in the middle of something very important. I think I perfected it. And then you hear an explosion in the back. This storm of, like, blood-covered coins erupts from behind him. I almost perfected it.
That look.
Almost.
Was gonna say, looks interesting.
Needs more blood, is what it does.
Well, nice to meet you. You would be...
Mudgob! And he gives a little salute, knocking his hat back, and immediately flops back over his head.
Mudcob, that's cute.
Oh, I love it.
All right,
He's
what does
very
this guy
funny.
do?
Alright, so, Mudgob mostly works out of combat, but out of combat he can craft bombs and he can craft potions. Bombs have all sorts of different effects that he can put into them, potions, same too, but basically, he can make potions of climbing or healing that have side effects like more healing, more fast, flying speed. Bombs, releases shrapnel bombs, poison bombs, thunder bombs, fake coin bombs, stink bombs, and blood bombs.
Oh,
You want it? It's yours, my friend.
I was gonna say this isn't my playstyle, but now you've described it, it kind of is at the same time.
And also, since it can craft your healing potions, this might cover our. Well,
That's true. Now, would this be a thing we need to provide the materials for him for, or does he find them himself?
He finds them himself.
oh,
Ooh.
that's a different story.
Is there anything stopping us from hiring 2 people, perchance?
Technically, no.
Technically,
There is
no.
not.
You
You just need to split more experience and money.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can split more experience and money.
Oh, because that is quite good. Heck.
Bombs. Hey, listen.
Bams.
I'm here to play with bombs.
Bams.
Okay, because I do want to hire Shikaria for, like, the fact he's got fire spells, but bombs are good.
Bombs are very good.
Bombs are good!
Bombs are good.
Actually.
That boy rolls.
Bombs.
Bombs. You want it? It's yours, my friend.
So this would bump us up to, if we hide both of them, it would bump us up to 11, I think?
Looks like it.
Yes.
Would you guys be opposed to that, or would you rather me choose one or the other?
I think that's good, especially since like this is mainly for like a big mission. We could use the extra. We could use the extra hands.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. It's 2 cards then, isn't it?
50 gold to hire. Yes.
But I need to buy 2 of them.
Yes.
Okay. I will drop 100 gold, and I will. Sorry, I just saw Go-Go again.
Go.
Go-Go is so cute. All right, I will hire Mudgob and Shikaria, but Nizip, if you want to have like a sort of pen pal thing going on with Go-Go here, we can certainly organize that.
And definitely keep it open. Because
Yeah.
the more I find out about this amulet, the more they might be helpful having, knowledge.
Absolutely. So 1, 9, 5, 7. But before we actually summon them, Nyx looks to Helena saying, "So do you and Shikaria like friends?"
We were both hired for the same birthday party once.
Okay,
That
cool.
must have been one hell of a party.
The fireworks
God,
were
look at
interesting.
Mudgob. So we bring them in. Nyx will shake both of their hands. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you and the rest of your group. Shikaria looks over at Mudgob. Found one. His hand gets lit on fire.
Oh dear.
Maybe
Mudgob backs off. Maybe there's going to be some work tension here.
Is this going to be a problem, or?
I don't know, is it? So Shikaria is staring down Mudgob. Because if you can make bombs, I'm sure those are highly flammable, and I'd love to see how big you blow up.
Oh. It's okay. I do great at mediation, and when I don't, just pull Swift forward. She's great to hang out with.
Are either of you whores?
I don't think you should ask that.
Oh, okay, so I looked over at Shikaria's, quirk.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So, you can see staring down, there's definitely going to be a problem. If goblins are involved in combat, Shikaria will prioritize targeting them over any other enemy or action he could take. Mudgob is a goblin.
But you said that Mudgob isn't a combat thing, so...
Well, if you get a random encounter...
Oh no.
Well, yeah, no, that guy's getting lit up.
I just
Yeah.
dropped 50 gold to hire!
Oops.
Right. Is this a game breaker, Shikaria? Could you look away for a bit?
No.
Did goblins kill your family?
They did, actually. Thank you so much for asking.
Oh shit, sorry,
I was wondering, because like this guy was like the guy who killed goblins, and the alchemist was a goblin. I was like, ew, this is gonna be a problem,
Fuck.
isn't it?
That was me not thinking quickly enough. Okay. If this is a game breaker, we can organize something.
Or we could hire the swamp witch.
Listen, I can always go back, and if you can find me again, then... And there's no goblin around.
Oh
This would be a guy that would be very helpful for Nilbog country. This, unfortunately, is Nilbog country. Hey, listen, if we can light him up without a fight.
What do you guys think then?
All right. Well, do we
Bombs
value
of
the
fire.
firepower or the bombs? Exactly.
I think for now, we should probably put Mudgob back and maybe take out our resident swamp witch.
Actually, one question in terms of Mudgob. In like the variety of what he does. I forgot the question.
So for potions, the side effect is randomly determined. For bombs, you determine what the bomb type is, how they activate, be it like impact, tripped wire, or a timer release.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was gonna ask how long does it take to craft a bomb?
An hour.
An hour. Not bad. Okay, shelve Mudgob for now, just because that's quite a broad range. I feel like this is not me typecasting. I feel this is a very Atwis coded character, and I'd rather ask Atwis first if they'd want to utilize something like this.
Okay.
Because me no think big. Me no think big. Me like defire.
Alright, so...
We can call it the Swamp Witch again if you guys want.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because the Swamp Witch combos well with the rest of us.
Yeah. Now, am I allowed to transfer the 50 to the Swamp Witch?
No.
That's fair. Okay,
You have
sorry,
shitloads
Mudgob.
of money right now! Shitloads of money!
That is
Yeah,
true,
don't be a penny pincher.
I'm stingy.
Yeah,
All
like
right.
I was
All right.
gonna say, if
I'm
it's
stingy
that
and
much-
it's mine.
Alright.
Okay. Mudgob, I'm sorry, this is a bit of a deal breaker, so we can call you back another time.
Alright, sure. Thanks for the 50 gold! And Mudgob hops off.
You're welcome. Right, I'll call the Swamp Witch.
You call Mrs. Marcia back up.
Mrs. Marsha, it's been a bit, like 5 minutes. We had a think, and we would love to have you on the team.
Megan, interrupt for a moment. Do you have a problem with either of these two? She asks.
Oh yeah.
A 4.
Yeah, she looks over at the rest of the group.
What do you got?
Oh, no, they seem like well-adjusted young men to me.
Megan nods to Nix and says yes, and gives the okay.
Perfect. Yep, I will call them up.
All right. That is not the token for Mrs. Marcia.
I was gonna say.
Give me 1 second. That is 100% not Mrs. Marcia.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. There she is.
Hey.
All right. So, you got 2 mages on your side now. Who wants to handle them?
I will take Shikaria, if that's okay. That gives me 2, but yeah, I can manage that.
Yeah, Shikari is simple enough. Blow things up.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, I tend to think a lot. I tend to like think a lot about like the combos and stuff. So I guess I'll also take on.
Marsha.
Yeah, Marsha. Yeah, I'll take on Marsha. Unless, Andy, you want to take on Marsha, since I know that Marsha also combos with Barkad.
Honestly, this feels like a character you and I could both use to our best advantage, and I'm just trying to think.
Okay, well, I guess we just need to pick who like actually pushes the buttons, and we can discuss game plans whenever it comes up.
I have a feeling our DM's about to get a lot more full. If you, yeah.
All right.
If you could probably take Marsha, and I'll probably take another companion down the line.
Okay. I'll be the one pushing the buttons on Marsha then.
All right. Okay. And you were looking for healers after that, I believe.
Correct.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
healers.
That's what like.
All right.
Oh, we're going all in on
Go for it.
companions, are we?
Yes.
All right. So you see 2 names scratched out of the healers list, Dalguz and Zareed, along with the name you recognize, Sister Scarlet.
Hey.
The other names available, Cleric of the Brew, Servant of the New God, Angel of Vengeance.
Oh, right. The Servant of the New God, I remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Servant of the Dead Dragon.
Oh gee.
So I assume that we're not ready to tell Sister Scarlet what happens with Zareed yet.
Probably for the best.
Not until we know what's going on with those arrows. We got to do the unfortunate cross off the name of shame on that one.
Yeah. Anyways.
So what was what was like the New God girl's like skill set again?
Servant of the New God. She is primarily an out-of-combat healer. She doesn't do much fighting, but she has Prayer of Healing, which can heal up to 6 creatures for 48 plus 3 hit points. And she also knows Lesser Restoration and Bless.
Okay, prayer of healing would be really good, though.
Megan also has Bless, I think. Hang on. Yes, she does. Although she's typically using all of her actions to hit stuff, so the overlap wouldn't be too much of a problem.
Yeah.
Although if she's doing that in combat, then she's also going to be vulnerable.
That is
Then
true.
again,
Yeah, especially since
we do
Prayer
have
of
a buff
Healing
man.
takes 10 minutes to cast.
yeah, that's going to be a long time.
That's an option. I want to try some of the other ones, but that's not a bad choice.
You wisely don't call up Fealty, the Servant of the New God, to avoid having to hear more prayers to the New God, but just simply remember what you learned about her the last time you met.
Okay.
Alright. So, your other options, Cleric of the Brew, Servant of the Dead Dragon, Angel of Vengeance.
Fucking, I'm curious about the Claret of the Brew. I want to hear about that about alcohol.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alcohol Claret.
Hear about
Hey, it doesn't have to be a brew. Doesn't have to be alcohol. It could be a witch's brew.
And immediately as you say that out of character, you call this image of a stout dwarven woman double-fisting tankards of ale. It's like, oh!
You were saying?
Good morning to ya. And cheers and bottoms up. May those blessings be upon ya.
Oh, hell yeah.
I feel like she would get along with Helena.
Yeah.
No, what
Yeah.
gave that away?
Helena looks over. If I get a vote, do I get a vote?
Of course you
Yes.
do.
I vote her. I don't even know what she does, but I vote her.
Well, I want to know what she does because I'm curious.
Well, I spread the good word of the god of the brew, the god of beer to those who are a bit more simple in their taste. But hey, sometimes simple is best. She chugs down both of the ale tankards. All right, so this is Brondish, cleric of the brew.
Brondish.
Brondish.
Rondish.
Why are you calling yourself that, Mrs. Marcia? That's not your name. Get the fuck out of here. All right. So while I fix Mrs. Marcia real quick, so Brondish, well, she is a combat healer. She can handle herself.
Nice.
She has a mace that she can whack people with, and a spell called Eldritch Blast.
I love her
Just for the
so
fun.
much.
Fired just for the fun alone. What does it do?
She shoots a beam of ale that does cold damage and poisons people who are hit and fail a saving
Oh
throw.
my god!
That's incredible.
Oh my god, she has a beer hose. We're hiring her right
It's a
now.
beer hose.
She has a beer hose.
Yeah, that's not even like all of the spells she has. She's got a bunch of spells too. So
I'm sold on the beer hose alone.
Hold up. We
Oh,
gotta
great.
hear if she actually has some healing spells, because otherwise we cannot hire her.
That would help.
But
Yeah.
the temptation is that temptation is
Because
high.
I remember that was an issue with Dowgoose because Dowgoose was mostly like offensive.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So other spells she knows: Blur, Bolstering Brew, which is she can bring forth a vibrant brew of ales, and up to 6 other creatures can down a beer and gain advantage on strength or charisma checks.
That would be so good if I could drink.
Yeah.
We have two
Uh,
other charismas that can.
Yeah. Comprehend languages, confusion,
Uh-huh.
healing word, heroism, hypnotic pattern, mass healing word, Odaluk's resilient sphere, and spare the dying.
Okay.
Ooh, mass healing word.
Yeah, no, Mass of the Word's good. That might actually be enough. That might be enough. Yeah, no, that might be enough. I say we hire her. I love her.
Beer laser and mass healing word hired immediately.
Hired immediately.
Mass. Okay. I'm gonna be the bad guy here. Not to say we shouldn't hire her. I think we definitely should. Mass healing word is good to cover bases if we're all injured, though unless she's upcasting, it doesn't heal too much. So
Sidekicks automatically upcast.
I love you.
And with that, sold. We're getting her.
Sold.
Again, I don't try to influence people, but I will give facts. Sold.
No, I appreciate that.
Bam. You call over Rondish as she steps through, giving a raucous laugh. This calls for a toast! And she immediately pulls out more steins of beer. Helena runs over. I might be a lesbian now.
Oh my god! Alright, did we want to hire one more healer or leave it at that?
Let's see.
Brilliant.
Also, who wants to control?
I am on my knees, please.
You got it! Beer hose!
Let's go!
Now you can fire beer lasers.
I get beer lasers.
And she combos really well with Marcia because like she can boost our charisma and Marcia
Yeah.
can debuff their charisma.
Yeah, no, that's really good.
Did we want to do a healer? Sorry? Another one?
Do we?
Um,
Let's see.
Yeah.
So we've got Angel of Revenge and what was the other one?
Servant of the Dead Dragon.
Seven of Dead Dragon. Oh yeah, so trying to avoid her, aren't we? Could call up the Angel of Revenge and see what she's about.
No, servant of the new god is the one you're trying to avoid.
Okay.
Because
We'll
she's
call
a
them both then.
nerd
Yeah.
and a Mormon.
Hello, my name is VLT, and I would like to share with you this most amazing god. Okay, so
All right, let's try our dead dragon friend first.
all right. You call up Servant of the Dead Dragon, and you see a kobold with very dog-like, like elongated snout, but squished in more like a dog than a lizard. Big floppy dog ears and bones decorating their skull. And they look up. Oh, hello, friends. I was not expecting friends to visit, but this is a lovely day for friends to visit.
Stop it. Stop it. Oh.
I know we need to know what they do, but just from that description alone, I
Hello.
love them. Lump.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Olgo has many talents Olgo can do for friends. Would you like to know of Olgo's talents?
Yes, please.
So, first picture of Olgo.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So Olgo is a grave cleric, which means if you are at 0 HP, whenever they cast a healing spell, they just roll the maximum damage to heal you for it.
Oh, that's useful.
They can- Yeah.
Grave cleric.
Yeah. They can also detect undead, make an enemy vulnerable to the next damage it takes once per day, turn critical hits into normal hits, and their spells:
Yes.
Bane, Blight, Chill Touch, Cure Wounds, Death Ward, False Life, Gentle Repose, Ray of Enfeeblement, Revivify, Spare the Dying, and Vampiric Touch.
Yeah,
Guys,
grave clerics
guys.
are broken as hell.
Yeah, no, grave clerics are great. Please, guys, I am on my knees.
I
All
will
right, let's-
consent, yeah.
Yeah. I know we're gonna be stretched real thin for like experience and gold, but like again, this is for the mission.
Yeah.
If you're laying siege to a Voth camp, you need everyone you can get.
Yeah. Yeah, we're fighting the Voth. Dog. We got to get everybody on board.
Mm-hmm.
Had we determined we were fighting them for sure?
Well, they don't seem like the type to want to have a tea party with us and hand over the banner nicely.
True.
Unfortunately.
So you are making Olgo your friend? Olgo would enjoy having a friend to love and hug them.
Oh!
Foylan found his new best friend.
I was like, okay, okay. Well, maybe if it's just for the mission, but now, oh no, we're keeping this guy forever.
Yeah, I'm not just imagining Foylan's literally on his knees begging with like the biggest puppy dog eyes to the rest of the party.
Megan turns towards Phelan and is like, you like canines, yes.
The real treasure is the friends we made along the way. Isn't that right, everyone?
It's the gold.
The real treasure's
It's the gold. It's usually the gold, darling.
Gosh. Yep, I will approve.
All right.
All right.
Olgo in the party. Who is handling them?
Nissa, do you want to take care of a
So do you want to do it, or
I probably should.
yeah? Okay.
Purely because you guys are controlling a lot and I've got no one, so.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
God, research good in those features though, because grey clerics are brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and then there's the Angel of Revenge we could just contact to see. Fucking dog's face.
Yeah. Hi.
That's a boopable snoot right there.
Him.
All right. So you call up the Angel of Revenge, and this bright, shining creature boom, appears before you, bellowing, "Be not afraid!"
All right, this person.
Oh, it's you.
Yes!
Hello.
Are you afraid? You shouldn't be if it's the second time.
No, of course not. It's nice to see you again.
Good. I'm glad that you're not afraid. You shouldn't be.
Oh. What's his mechanics again?
So Hadariel is a super combat healer. So, as a bonus action, he can form an angelic bond with one ally within 30 feet of him. And whenever he deals damage with a melee attack, he will heal the bonded creature for half the damage he's dealt. He also has smites to help, boom, increase the damage whenever he hits something.
Mm-mm. That is spicy. But Megan's kind of got it covered, though.
But consider double smites.
Double smites are very cool!
That being said, we are stretched a little bit thin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also I am going to say it. I think at this point, double smite might be overkill.
Yeah.
We want to give
Well,
Alex
yeah,
a little-
Megan and Hadario just hacking at the big boss like over and over with smites. You're like, like that one scene from JoJo.
I had something similar. That reminds me of the time I was in a D&D like one shot and it was mainly clerics and they destroyed the final boss within 2 turns because they all just spirit guardians.
Spirit guardians, let's go!
That's really funny.
But yeah, we need to give Alex a little chance to kill us, so.
Yeah.
Oh, don't you worry about that.
Oh, Jesus.
Lovely.
Okay, well, nice seeing you. Maybe we'll see each other for the 3rd time soon.
Perhaps 3 is an auspicious number, as long as you are not afraid of it.
Of course not.
Goodbye! And then he hangs up.
Goodbye. Hangs up. I'm more afraid of the number 4.
He calls back,
Okay.
"That's good, 4 is the number of death. You should be afraid of it."
Okay.
So, for spell slots, I don't want to deal with spell slots for companions. They use a thing called focus on the side, so different spells are usually going to cost 1 focus, sometimes 2. So, Lightning Hands for Shikaria, for instance, costs 1 focus. Fireball costs 2, because Fireball's just that good.
Well, like, looks to all the new people, looks to the old people. It looks like we've got our team.
I'm not even going to ask if you want to look at anyone else, because this is a big-ass party. I mean, if you want to, then...
I think we're good.
Consider we could get Nostrada again for the bit. No, I'm kidding.
For the bit.
Also, make sure you paid for Rondish and Olgo.
Yes.
Oh, true, yeah. Okay, we have Alara. Fuck yeah, I'm excited.
Of course you are.
All right.
I know it's not as important, but can I call up Debris while we're doing stuff?
You sure can.
Yeah, I want to pick up a loyalty certificate.
I'm sorry, I've just looked at it. I
So,
looked at Shikari's inventory.
so the good news about that, we got one.
Oh. Well, never mind then.
Hey.
Yeah. We got one. I made the executive decision to take some of Nizip's funds to pay for it, because it would be split 5 ways to get it, and I would be like, that benefits everybody, and I'm pretty sure you would want it too, so...
Oh, cool.
Well, now that you ask, I guess you do want it.
I guess you did want it. I moved Rondish up a little, because she's wearing chainmail and has a shield. She'll be fine in the front lines.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I've looked into Shikari's inventory. He just has socks.
Yeah.
Socks.
That's wonderful.
And I don't know if it's as important right now, but if we wanted to, we could also buy a portable hole right now.
Ooh. Oh, speaking of buying things, we need rations now that we don't have Goodberry.
Oh yeah.
True. Yeah.
Also, excuse me?
Oh yeah, you're gonna need rations.
Well,
You're
at
gonna need
least
to
you-
feed all these people, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's...
All of you fleshlings need to eat.
I'll tell you what. Whilst you guys are buying rations, Nix is going to drag the new people into a circle and be like, "Okay, so we're going to do some icebreakers."
Okay, 1 second. Alwara stands outside. You hear a crack. You look outside. He has just grabbed a sheet of ice, flexed, and pulled it apart.
You know, that's
That's
not
really
what I
funny.
had in mind, but that is a good start.
Oh, he drops the ice.
No, keep going. I like it.
Yay!
Yeah. Okay, it's less impressive with the smaller ice, though. He just breaks the smaller ice as well that he's broken apart already.
We can add it to our
Alright.
drinks.
While Nyx is busy being gay, I'm gonna ring up Joshua on the merchant ring for the general store.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me restock his rations so you have some to buy.
Oh, thank you. I'm just gonna. How much do these weigh? Oh, well, we have the money. I'm just gonna unload the stock.
Whee!
But yeah, would a portable hole be something we're interested in?
Ooh.
Let's have a look.
Because assuming I'm reading how things interact correctly, we could buy a platinum certificate and then get it for half off.
True.
You could.
Very true.
Who's got the portable hole again? Which shopkeeper?
Mr. Person.
Mr. Purse.
Person. It ended up being 3,500 for it.
Use an action to
Like a
unfold the portable
portable
hole.
hole.
And the hole exists in a different plane. Da 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 da. You can just fold it up.
Just figure it's worth
Uh,
mentioning since we got money right now.
Placing a portable hole in a bag of holding destroys them both and opens a gate to the astral plane.
Yeah, don't put hole inside hole.
Gosh. I mean,
Unless you're a lesbian.
damn.
No, I'm serious, says Mr. Person. Don't put the hole inside a hole. I saw it happen once. It was bad.
Or, unless we wanted to kamikaze the people, then, can just take it and just go boom.
Tingle boom.
But, that'd be a pretty expensive bomb, considering that'd be 7,000 for a bomb.
Also, it would kill. Also, it would deposit you randomly in the astral plane.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you make the arrow.
Of course.
That is, of course, assuming I don't have a special DM table for random things that could happen if you try that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, don't play with fire, or in this case, your hole.
Yeah. I saw one table that has what happens if you put a bag of holding in a portable hole. Roll a 1. The hand of God comes down, smacks you in the face, and flips you off.
Well, the hole does look useful.
Yeah.
Good for hiding.
We can all use a
And
hole
also-
every now and again.
Of course.
Thanks, Swift.
It's also
Thanks,
just
Swift.
good for encumbrance not being as much an issue.
Mhm.
That's true.
Especially since whatever we put in there just stays there.
Yeah.
Good idea then.
It's maybe not the bag of colding, because I think that also. Would the bag of colding trigger the whole apocalypse?
It would be
More
really
like
funny
to-
if it did, but
Okay, thankfully it's just the fridge.
just a fridge.
Yeah, if we all wanted to chip in to get that, it wouldn't be too expensive for all of us.
Okay, so how much are we gonna pay for it each?
Well, let's see. If we did between the four of us, it'd be 800, 750 gold each.
Okay.
875
Nice.
gold each, not...
Yeah. Is this at the
Okay.
discount price?
Yeah, so we
so
can buy the platinum certificate.
if we buy the platinum certificate for 1,000 and then buy it for half price at 2,500.
All right. So
So we still
Okay.
save money.
in order to not fuck around with all that, just reduce your gold by that much. I'll drag the portable hole to one of you.
Cool.
All right. Who bought the platinum certificate, by the way?
That's part of the total. For
Oh, okay. So 875, you said?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
All right.
I could do that.
This was your idea. I'm dragging it to you.
Wahoo!
All right. We got all this treasure. We might as well use it to improve our inventory.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Is like we've got a lot of money right now, so we might as well.
Doobie doobie dooba doo.
Doobie-dooba-doobie-doobie-doob. Yeah. Right, here's your hole. It'll be there after you rest. Don't use it for anything illicit, says Mr. Person.
We would never drag Swift away.
I'm going to
So if
keep
I
it as
would-
far away from Swift as I can.
We look at the hole. We stuff our stuff in the hole. We look at the hole. Swift, what is this liquid?
Oh, you know.
I don't.
I don't actually. It doesn't look like any fluid that I recognize.
Skill issue.
Swift alone changes the stream's rating to R.
Yeah.
Correct.
I mean, we do say fuck a couple of times, so.
That is true. That is true. And technically, yeah, like we can't say it more than once if it's PG-13.
Mm-hmm. We're only allowed one fuck.
Well,
Boo.
we just had two in the span of 10 seconds. So.
Hey! Luckily, it wasn't the first 10 seconds. Otherwise, YouTube would get my ass.
Exactly. Oh, there's a gray bag of tricks,
Yeah.
and it
so,
has different animals.
no, watch out. You might see a titty.
Okay, so that came after I was talking about the animals, and I was like, technically a tit is an animal because like it's a bird, but like,
Yep.
that was a strange non sequitur.
Also, the Ring of the Ram looks quite good. I'm gonna lie.
Well, I already have my Pokeball bag. So if anybody else wants a
Yeah.
Pokeball bag, then we have the money.
I should be good for now, but yeah, this is good stuff.
Maybe one day we'll have more tactical ape combat.
I'm also going to buy a thing of bottled breath because that can be useful.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mostly
Robe
because
of
I'm
useful items.
I'm
Oh,
thinking of shenanigans because with the thing of bottled breath, you can store someone in the bag of hold or portable hole for up to an hour then.
Mm.
I do love when players come up with shenanigans.
wait, the robe of useful items can possibly summon an actual 2 dogs?
Two dogs.
Two dogs!
Ah,
That's really funny.
that's a lot of dogs.
We could have 3 Darios.
Ah.
Or yeah, all right, but
Or just a horse.
or a rowboat in case. Well,
Or a
in case, and this is. Yes, we have a hole. We have lots of holes.
We got a hole. We've got a hole.
Hey, it also has like an 8% chance to refund $100. They give you a discount.
Actually, no, because it's 10 gems, so you'd then get
Oh, there's
$500.
yeah, there's two
for
money.
buying it.
There's two money things in here.
Too money.
Oh.
Yeah, you
Oh, wait,
have-
so you could possibly refund, you could possibly make money from
There's
this thing
3
for
money
buying
things
it.
in here.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you can get 100 back, get your money back, or double your money.
Yeah, so it's like a lotto ticket.
And there could always be multiple of them in there, because it can have up to 16 pouches in it.
Yeah, it could. It could. Or you could get 2 dogs. Or you could get 4 dogs. You could possibly
Or
get
you could-
32 dogs.
Yeah, you could end up with 32 dogs.
Oh, my mastiffs!
Borf, 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 borf.
Or, buy it and just have 16 horses ready to go.
Yeah. Build my horse legion.
Honestly, I kind of want to buy one now.
It is
Wow.
very tempting.
Do it.
Okay.
Yourself.
So they're like, if you have the money, go ahead. It would be really funny to roll 16 dogs.
16 dogs.
That's not enough dogs.
That's almost enough dogs.
For Foyland, it's never
I have-
enough.
Sent the purchase request.
Nearly enough dogs. All right. Boop, boop.
All right, so what does robe have?
You don't know.
I see.
You're gonna have to find out. And that's the magic of gambling, baby.
Let's go gambling.
Can I find out how many pockets it has?
Yeah. Along with the standard
44.
pockets, it's got 10 other pockets.
Woo!
Ooh.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm gonna load up these rations onto the card.
You know.
300 rations.
300 rations.
Hell yes.
Yeah, I was like, I bought 30 of them. Where did the 300 come from?
Oh, those were. I think those were in packs of days. So like, it wasn't one day's rations. The rations were being sold in. Let me double check.
10 days. 10 days.
That'll be
In 10
so
days worth of
cool.
rations. Yeah, they were sold in groups of 10.
Oops. Well, I'm definitely gonna move that to the card. Megan's like, I'm imagining Megan taking these like dollies like full of like crates of food over to Torque.
Bang, bang, bang. Holy shit, that's a lot of rations.
We will never run out.
I pulled up a whole ass
don't
guide to
think-
hunting, but you've got 300 days of rations.
Hell yeah.
Well, how
Oh, we're
many
set.
people
We're
are in our
set.
party now.
I don't think you need the good berry.
Yeah. So Swift and Megan don't eat, which leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people to feed per day.
Nice.
13.
All right.
Who are the other 3?
You guys are set for like the next 3 weeks.
I miscounted.
That's 13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
12.
actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Megan
not
would
too
be
bad.
13.
Yeah, Megan
I
doesn't
changed my
eat,
math.
Swift doesn't eat. She subsists on fear and drugs.
So,
Hell yeah.
about 30
Yeah.
days worth of rations.
Yeah, you
Good.
guys are good for 25 days.
We're good for almost a month. We're fine.
You guys are good. We're sure to get good berries. Yeah, we're gonna get good berry before we run out of these rations. We're good for like a while.
And we've got some stuff to wash it down, says Helena, who has been just like leaning on Brondish right now. Yeah. She has much to learn
ship
about the
them.
Cleric of the Brew, but she's got the spirit.
I am so tempted. Do I buy the gray bag of tricks?
Okay, if you want the Pokeball, you 2 people with Pokeballs.
I mean, it makes sense for the ranger to have Pokeball.
Yeah. No, it doesn't because Rangers don't. Well,
Some do.
actually, in the main games, Rangers do have Rangers are a trainer class, but like Pokemon Rangers borrow Pokemon.
And also D&D, they're a subclass where it's like, ooh, companion. Animal companions. I am not that subclass, but that is a flavor for D&D Ranger.
Yes.
I'm the Beastmaster. Why is Olgo in front? Olgo wants to be where most people can hug Olgo.
Aww.
Waylon is giving him the biggest of hugs.
All right.
Man of war, we got a lot of ice.
Yes.
You know, no, screw it. I beg, I plead,
Granted.
I get.
I can just drag the stuff to the cart. All right. Let's see.
I believe so.
Horse torque.
Yeah, if not, I think you can, like, right-click and send to.
I can send to a character, but the cart and horse doesn't show up unless
Yeah.
is the cart and horse.
And that gets just dragged to the card, I think.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me drag it to the card. I don't know why.
The cart
You
can
have to, like,
send to
accept
you,
the-
but you can't send to the cart because it's a horrible one-way relationship with the cart.
Okay.
Lovely.
I don't want to carry 600 pounds.
Oh,
damn.
weird. Anyway.
Technically, it's like we can just kind of shove anything in the bag portable hole, so
600 pounds rations. Woo. All right, and rations. There we go.
Okay, thank goodness.
Ooh.
Yay! Now they're on a vehicle that can actually hold them.
All right. Supplies obtained. So, anyone need more supplies, or is that going to be it?
I think we're
Do we
good.
want to stock up on potions, or?
We did stock up very
Uh,
recently.
Okay.
I do need to do some quick selling before I forget.
Yeah,
for the
go for
umpteenth
it.
time.
Okay.
Who was the best person to sell to?
Probably
probably
that
the
is
person
going to
listed
be...
as
Yeah, Xanados.
Xanados. Beautiful.
okay, considering they're the one that's listed as buys things.
Buys things.
Lovely.
Buys things within reason.
Mm-mm.
Within reason. Alright.
I'll hold on to it. Yeah, I'm fine. Do you selling?
I forget how the fuck to sell.
Uh,
Shame on me.
drag it over to him.
Shop is not receiving items at this time.
I will
Look.
fix that. 1 second. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
While we're at it, do we have any monster parts we want to sell, or?
The cart had a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Because Lashricot buys monster parts.
Because there's still some dragon flesh and pteranodon wings in there. I don't know if those were being saved with something, but
Okay. He should buy things now.
Yes, he does. Selling that. I haven't used you in like half this campaign. Selling it. And also one of that. Alright,
Alrighty.
that'll be it.
That'll do. And
That'll do. Hey,
So-
now I'm good.
A book might contain poetry. I was very lazy when converting that. I love it.
Oh. I was looking through my inventory and it's like, oh, I still have a standard certificate. That's a little awkward.
Oops.
Who's
Never-
holding the loyalty one, by the way?
I thought you
what
were.
Who has the loyalty certificate?
Not me.
Was it Ty?
Might have been.
It was Ty. It was Ty. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, because you got that before I was here, so I was like, just so I know, where is that?
Ty,
It's with
got
Ty.
it.
Don't worry.
Tag.
So I guess can we sell the
Alright.
certificate back to Debris?
Debris pops up. No refunds.
Okay, that's. I didn't want a refund. I just wanted, 20 gold or some shit like that.
Oh,
That's called a refund.
it's not even the thing I'm interested in buying this week.
Okay. I don't know, maybe I'll just give it to some kid on the street.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Random.
May I
Hey.
buy this masterwork crossbow? I've got a certificate.
Oh God, Billy with a crossbow.
The world shall fear Billy.
Oh, no.
Billy. I've not heard that name in many a year.
Surprise, bitch! I bet you thought you'd seen the last of Billy.
Is there anything else we need, or are we all good?
I'm fine. Yeah.
All right.
I just realized, since I have the portable hole, there's no reason for me not to just rip off all the patches of this robe of useful items.
Okay, but we're gonna be here forever to do that. So
All right. Time to do some rolling.
Rolls.
It's only 10
What are you
items, it
doing,
won't
bro?
take that long.
All right. It's been a pleasure. Let's go.
while you're doing that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. We should probably go on break though soon.
Yeah, we should.
Oh, thanks, Olgo.
Yeah. Orgo would like to touch these patches and rub them against Orgo's scales.
Oh my god.
Oh, here, have an iron door.
Bang! Orgo feels its loving weight upon Orgo.
Oh, no!
Megan like gently pulls the door up. I'm imagining Olgo kind of clinging to the door as Megan pulls it back up.
Flattened beneath it like a Looney Tunes character, and then just
Yeah.
2D as you peel Olgo off. Goodbye, friend door.
I'm gonna give Olgo all the pats just to make sure he's okay.
Olgo is always okay with friends around.
Who has a bicycle pump?
I will be best friend to Olgo.
Cool, I got a door and a window.
You got a
Don't
door
house.
Nice!
We're trying to build a house.
The robo useful items is actually just for construction of a house.
Hey, we can build that outpost. We can build that
Yeah.
outpost, and we have a door and a window now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm about to say, we
And
do
a
have an
pit.
outpost.
And a bit. You've got a lot of money. You probably could theoretically start building an outpost.
Honestly,
Yeah,
probably be a good investment. I think at this point in time, it would be a good investment. We need to
it
do
would be a good investment, and we have some of the materials.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh boy!
Nay!
Dork's got some competition.
Hoist!
Or we could relieve Torque of a workhorse duty and use Torque as a mount as God intended.
At the second door.
So, carts need one person. Wagons, I believe, need 2 horses to pull, but can hold more stuff. Not that you need to, because you got a fucking portable hole, but...
Yeah, we do. I mean, like, it would be nice to have like both the cart to like have things on hand.
Oh wait,
the
this is
hole
a
to
riding
carry,
horse,
like,
not a
heavy
draft
stuff.
horse, so it's not gonna be as good for pulling.
Okay.
Would Xanatos be interested in buying a horse?
I've done weirder things with
I mean-
weirder purchases.
I mean, consider you could also ride it.
Yeah. I mean, settlement.
It's also another mount to feed.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
What do you mean another mouse to feed?
Mouth to feed.
Oh,
Mouth.
mouth. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Animal feed
Yeah,
is
yeah,
different
yeah.
than rations, too, so you need to buy that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I guess we could. Yeah, I suppose we should probably sell the horse.
Nay, says the pony, and then, nay, the pony explodes as you sell him.
That's grim.
How much did I get for the horse?
Well, let me double check how much riding horses go for. Okay. Riding horses sell for 75 gold.
Okay, so
Okay,
far
then.
you've made back 175 gold of it. On this
300, 375.
Yeah, 300.
375. Okay, cool. Hey, you made half your money back.
Yeah, it's like this cost me 150 gold or 25 gold for 2 doors and a window and a ladder.
Hey, this means our outpost can have.
And 4 potions of healing, to be fair, so...
Yeah.
This means our outpost can have multiple rooms. Ooh.
I have a feeling after we finish this mission, we might be going into outpost, looking into outpost stuff.
Yeah, we probably should do that, or we could just swing around the door like a giant club and beat the Brothar like that.
Yeah.
Only one of us can do it.
Yeah,
Paladin.
That's me. So
Yeah.
So,
Oh, Warwick raises his
Hey,
hand.
we're
I
good.
probably could.
See, 2 of us. Well, I guess 1 player because I'm also controlling a word.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, the kid's pretty strong. Weirdly strong.
People are surprised at how much. But yeah.
Actually, no, the kid's weirdly thick. You got like high con. Like cons are like 3rd highest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
God, could you imagine Megan like walking up to somebody and like hitting them with a door?
That'd be really
knock,
funny.
Knock.
Also,
Who's
I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that the pit is just in the floor now and I can't just pocket that one for later.
Yeah, the pit is just in the ground now. So,
Oh, rip.
Well,
I mean, unless you
that'll
want to
make a
cut
fun
out,
day.
unless you want to cut out the 10-foot hole, unless you want to cut out the 10-foot cube.
let's dig up this hole so we can carry around the hole.
Nope, that'll just make a good day for
Congratulations.
someone.
You have a pile of dirt.
You got a pile of dirt.
Wait.
Turns over the portable hole like just a bunch of dirt falls out.
Oh my god, wait a second. Technically, the pit is a hole that you carried around and then put around. Would you not call that portable?
Oh my god.
So if you tried to put that pit in the portable hole, it would trigger the fucking annihilation of it all.
Hell yeah.
This is villager railgun. This is villager railgun level.
Let's go.
Level logic.
I also was gonna say couldn't we, by some sort of weird logic, make the hole at the outpost and have it be filled in this hole randomly in the middle of nowhere?
I mean, it'd save us a lot of construction money, or we could build the outpost here and have this be our basement.
That'd be really funny. I highly suggest against it, but that'd be really funny.
It would be really
Hey,
fun.
listen, we already have 1 door. We could use this as like a second outpost.
Let's worry about our first job before we settle down with outpost ideas. It'd also be
Okay.
nice to have our bard here to help as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Outpost requires some stuff, as I just pull up the sheet that explains how Outpost works. It requires some math and consideration of what do. So, let's table Outpost for now and instead go rest our heroes. When we come back, we might be doing some icebreakers, but we'll be heading out into the frozen north to go to the Voftar lair. We'll see you all after the break. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello and welcome back to Legend of the Wildlands. We have a party of like 13 people, and we're gonna go raid some racist Viking elves. Let's go.
We're about to get D-Day up in this.
All right. So, I'm assuming you are heading this way, rather than south and then north. And
Yep. If
as
I
you-
can.
yeah. As you continue along your journey, it gets colder and colder. Alwarith is just marching on. He doesn't seem bothered or doesn't even seem to, like, notice that it's really freezing cold out. He's doing fine. He's doing just fine. Damn, Nizip, not doing too hot with intelligence checks for some reason. It says you rolled a 4.
Yeah, because I'm not actually proficient in these tools. I just have a bunch of them in case shit hits the fan.
Yeah, just in case we need to do a forging.
Wasn't trying to use them, was trying to move it into the portable hole to help my weight, but...
Fair enough. Yeah. Go into the hole, go into the hole, go into the hole.
I guess you could say your pen is in the hole.
Mm.
Thank you for getting it.
Hey. So, you continue on into the ice and snow and settle down in a mountain cave, taking some time to rest and relax as dusk falls and a bunch of you set up camp. It's a big camp now.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, this is cool. More backstories.
More backstories. All right. So, unless you want to do some more hunting, and I do have a hunting table pulled up, rations are consumed, water drank. Tundra is easy enough to get water from. You just melt and boil some ice. You have the ability to make fire and
Yep.
boil it, so you've got your water taken care of, water skins filled, food eaten. Camp is ready. Talk with whom you wish if you wish, and set up your watches.
I would like to request talking to Shikaria because I feel I hit a nerve before by accident.
Okay.
Do we want to do this during the watches or can I fit it in before the watches?
You can fit it in before the watches.
Okay, so Nyx will go over to Shikaria and say, "Hey, Shikaria, right?
Yes.
My name's Nyx. We did meet before, but didn't exchange names properly."
Okay. I'm
Nyx
assuming
holding out
basic
hand, he's just
names
not
were
doing it.
exchanged when you, like, explained, hey, we need this.
Yeah.
You get share of money and experience. They generally know your name.
Look, I just wanted to clear the air. I feel I hit a nerve before. I didn't mean to.
Okay.
So, are we okay?
Listen, I just don't like people, like, in general. So, it depends on what you think okay means to you, but I'm not going to drop a fireball on your head like I would the goblin.
I see.
Unless you happen to be
Okay.
in the area where it would be most efficient to drop a fireball.
Well, we don't really keep goblin company all the time. In fact, never. We do have a couple that keep following us around, but they're special.
Special how?
Have you heard of nilbugs?
They are a plague on this land. And I mean that both literally and figuratively.
Oh, you're gonna have a good time with us.
Really, really what I'm after is burning down all those goblin camps they have around here. Especially the one that's been taken over by those damn nilbogs.
Really?
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, down in
Where's
down in
that?
the plateau region. Like
Region.
kind of in between that and the Heartlands and Wildlands. There's this old watch post. I hear Augustine had it wasn't his coronation, but his first address to the people there. Ever since then, Nilbogs took it over. Now there's a bunch of Nilbogs in there, and they need to die because Nilbogs.
You know, I think a lot of people would be on board with that. We haven't exactly had positive experiences with the Nilbogs.
Few people do.
Well, once we're done with this, if you needed help with that, we could certainly arrange something.
I might have it on my to-do list as I go look
Great.
for his side quest. Yeah, I got this from a friend of mine over at Peace Promise, Evander Dundragon. He also hates goblins. Wants them to burn.
Goblin be gone. As long as goblins and hobgoblins are god posted up and sponsored, my kingdom raids aren't gonna stop. If teach them a lesson, even if they think might makes right, there's always someone mightier. Yeah. Bringing back some loot. Oh my god.
You know, look,
Oh.
well, we know. Does goblin camps include hobgoblin camps?
Yes.
I
Okay,
see.
because we already know where one of those is. We also got
Is
a robot.
Is that why you learned fire magic to take down goblins?
No, fire magic just came to me naturally.
Oh, I see. I mean, I can't wait to see it in action.
Used to be, help people around, light the hearth, keep the home fires lit and all that. Literally, in this case. Turned to more destructive purposes when the goblins attacked the village. Was asleep and not responding to me when they came back and kicked my ass.
Mm-hmm. Sorry that happened.
Why? You a goblin?
No, of course not.
Because if you're secretly like 3 goblins in a trench coat, I can fix that really quick.
Look, I know I've got a lot of layers on top of me at the minute. I promise you it's just me.
That sounds like something a goblin would say.
I mean, you can look.
I've got my eye on you.
I'm more of the, dwarvish variety. I know I don't look it, but raised by a dwarf.
You're absolutely right, you don't.
No. Before we camp down, I don't know if you were joking before or not, but if you weren't, sorry about your family.
I don't joke.
Okay. Tone's hard to read with me, but, yeah, good to know. Not good to know about your family, but sorry, yeah.
You should probably stop talking.
I probably should. Well, nice to meet you. Have a good night.
Okay.
Just goes to bed in embarrassment.
Oh man, I messed up in front of a hot dude, but at least Alvaro still likes me.
So, yeah, just inches to Alwarith. Alwarith doesn't need words.
Oh, it doesn't need words. He's a man of brawn.
Megan would like to speak to Brondish, actually.
All right. Well,
Right.
a good evening to you. I'd offer you a drink, but it looks like you might have a problem imbibing.
Megan nods. Does not work as fuel.
I mean, it might. Certain levels of alcohol are highly flammable if, flame energy is what fuels you. If it's not, then I won't try it.
Megan shakes her head no, but she does. She does ask one. She does ask. So you enjoy this drink, this ale?
That are you, aye?
What is it like?
Well, a lot of people really like the fuzzy feeling it gets you as it burns going down your throat. It's a lot more of the spiritual than the physical. Beer is something that allows someone to release inhibitions, get more in touch with their true self. It's a bit of a social gathering as well, as more and more people like having a pint every now and then.
Social. Megan muses, and then she says, I have seen the joy, the camaraderie that spreads with the imbibing of this ale. Among warriors, among friends.
Aye. Well, then you've seen exactly what a good stout drink can do to bring people together. A lot of people, they look at me being a cleric of the brew and they think, oh, you're just trying to get people drunk. No, I'm trying to get people together. I'm trying to make them happy. It's why I don't tend to stick around with most adventuring parties. I get hired onto a couple, but mostly they're in it for the beer.
Megan nods. And then she says, she jokes, well, you can rest assured that's not her motive.
I'm pretty sure that's definitely not your motive. The lightning girl? Probably it is her motive. I'm going to be really honest with you. First impression, she really likes the beer.
Megan nods, and then she says, Helena, there is a deep sadness in her.
Well,
perhaps does the bottle soothe that sadness?
I try to give it to those in need of fortitude, courage, companionship. Those blessings are easy. Comfort from the glass is temporary. I hope she can find something better than me to bring her what she needs.
Megan nods, and she says, many swords have two edges.
I'm glad her...
I hope she can find...
Yes. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I hope she can find her happiness as well.
Indeed.
Not at the bottom of a bottle. Or stein.
Yeah. And if not, well, I'm glad that her pointy end is pointed at our enemies and not us, eh?
Megan nods. Indeed. She is mighty. And we thank you for supporting all of our might.
Yeah. That I can do. Now then, I'm going to make one more round around camp, see if anyone needs a little good night sup before tucking in.
Thank you. Perhaps when we are victorious, we shall all drink together. Or all of you, that is.
Yeah. I will find a way to make you enjoy this and see what I'm talking about.
Megan chuckles. We have seen many miracles in our journeys. Perhaps this too shall be another.
All right. And Brombish heads to bed.
All right.
All right. We going to watches, or did anyone else want to talk?
I am socialed out.
Cool.
I'm
First
good
watch.
to Just-
Did you say something?
I'm good to move to watches.
Okay.
All right.
My turn.
Watch it, watch it.
Me when I walk into a Rolex shop.
Watches.
Watch it, watch
All
it.
right. Let's perceive. All right. 14. Excuse me, 14.
All right. Your eyes have to scan like a wider perimeter back at camp because there's so many like tents and bedrolls put up now. You almost doubled what you were when you headed into town. But as you look around in the cave, look outside the cave for anything approaching, you don't see anything dangerous.
All right. No danger. Who is the next person?
Let's go.
All right.
All right.
Oof.
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 Oh well.
Oh well, you don't see anything particularly
There's the break
notable.
spell.
Oh well. Third watch.
Third
Watchy
watch.
time. Watchy time. Wow, I am not rolling well today.
Yeah, dang. Well, at least your bonus is stupid high.
Yep.
All right.
It's me, the ice snowbug.
Summoner.
Well, don't worry, we have a new friend for you.
All right. So, out in the distance, near the cave entrance, those are two opposite statements. You can see clearly through the cave entrance, out in the distance, because the weather's relatively clear. Two saber-toothed tigers.
Oh, shame we don't have to talk to animals person anymore, huh?
Do they look like they're coming towards the camp? Or are they giving it a wide berth?
They look to be sitting down, eating something. So, they are not moving, and they look to be okay with what they are eating.
Yeah, it's like if they got food, they have no reason to try and come and pick off a small one here, so they can exist.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing that always bothers me. Like, why is the T-Rex chasing after the people? We are not delicious!
They're not easy prey.
We're like tater tots. Not satisfying.
And not easy to get either.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're like if tater tots had legs.
And swords.
And swords.
And swords. Alright. Dawn arrives, and you all set off once again across the vast icy reaches, getting to the shores of an icy lake and moving along the rim of that. Because you don't want to go swimming in that. The ice across it doesn't look solid enough to hold all of your group.
Yeah. Let's be safe.
Yeah. But other than being cold as hell, and ice not being solid enough to trudge on if it's over the water, you don't run into any problems on this trip, and make camp on the shoreline.
All right. Do we want to try mining for more true ice, or?
That is not here.
Oh, wrong hex. Wrong hex. Okay. In that case,
So, Warif, what's your favorite color?
Green.
Oh, mine's purple. Not that I make it completely obvious.
Okay.
Hey, you tired?
No.
Oh. You don't say much, do you?
I'm not good at conversation.
That's okay. Sometimes action is a really good form of conversation. It can say a lot more than you think.
Yes.
Like, for example, Nyx will, like, gather some of the snow in front of them together and build, like, a mini Altwarif, snowman statue. See, look, it's you.
It's a snow doppelganger.
Oh no. That's not good. You've got to destroy it.
Okay. He pulls out his axe and cleaves the snow Alwarith in two.
There you go. There's only one Elwarith.
Yes.
Doesn't shake the earth.
There's like a little crack in the ground where he sliced.
That's not the message I was trying to get to, but you know what? I think that's a better message. There's only one Elwarith.
Megan turns towards you two. Is everything okay?
The snow,
Oh yeah, we're fine.
the snow is making doppelgangers of me. I do not like it.
Okay, no more snowmen.
I will destroy all
As
snowmen
in-
that attempt this again.
I'm
See,
surprised Alwarif knows the word doppelganger.
Gosh, yeah. I would say
once.
Nyx will continue. Yeah, Nyx will continue tonight trying to like engage in any form of conversation, just completely oblivious to the fact he's just not taking the bait.
It is a miracle if you get a sentence with 5 words in it from Alwarith.
Hell yeah. Well, Nyx
Yeah.
tried.
You're already got a word with more than one syllable, so you're up to a great start.
Improvement. Yeah, that's me for the night.
Alrighty. Then let's get watching.
All right, back on that grind. Where's Megan? There she is. Where's my skills? There they are. I was right around them. Okay, perception. Go. Oh, let's go!
Oh, let us go!
Let's go!
Nat 20! Alright, so, using your perception, you are now very, very sure that, the layer you seek is 2 days west, here.
Right.
And you're reasonably sure that you can go through the volcanoes that are around the place without going into hot lava areas and needing to, like, switch to hot weather gear. You're reasonably sure you can see a path through there that retains your cold weather gear and gets you to the other side just fine.
Excellent. Hey, Nyx, do you want to see that buff barbarian shirtless? Or because we're passing by the area.
Why not?
That was out of character.
I know, I'm joking.
Yes. Yes. Megan will relay the clear path to everybody in the morning, but for now, it's the next person's turn.
Let's go, next person!
Next person. There we go.
Hey, very nice. You can see, like, around the area where you're camping, there are large humanoid tracks. They look to be older than when you got here, and they don't fit any of your boots. So you're pretty sure this is a fairly highly trafficked area by humanoids of some kind.
Keeping that down for later, just make it just so the rest of the party is aware. Just continue.
It's a road. Oh no.
Oh no. Now the road stops right about here.
Yeah, fair. Go ahead, watch.
Third watch!
Third watch. Roll me a good roll. That's better.
Oh baby,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
a-
good roll.
That's a pretty good roll.
We counted up for watch.
Wow, that is neat. 22, 23, 24! So, You also notice the tracks of the various very large humanoids, and you look around seeing what could be making those. And far in the distance, like on a mountaintop overlooking the lake, you can see a very tall, pretty stocky humanoid figure wearing what appears to be a helmet of huge, like branching, spiky deer horns. He quickly disappears over the mountain crest, and you can't see where he went, though.
That's mildly terrifying.
Mildly. Alright. Dawn arrives, and camp once again packs up and begins their journey.
Right. Yes, Megan says, the camp is 2 days due west. There is an easy path. There is an easy path through the mountains. It does not require us to travel through the volcano.
Oh, let's get going.
Indeed.
Alright.
All right, let's move.
So the good news is, when you spotted it, this was the easy path through the mountains. The less good news, as you start hiking along it, the winds pick up, snow starts swirling, and before long, a blizzard has started up with you in the middle of a mountain pass.
Oh, shoot.
Oh no! Hey, how you holding up, borrowed titties?
The snow is trying to make wind doppelgangers. I do not like it.
Figures.
Oh, God. That's gonna set off Nyx's, phobia. Nyx will, like, hold their staff. Kind of put the staff in the snow to kind of, like, stable themselves, but... Yeah.
Right. You steady yourself and continue a long, pretty slow trek through the blizzard. It is drastically reducing travel time, making the easy route not quite so easy. Especially with Torque pulling a cart through that's carrying a lot of your stuff.
I'm gonna say about 5 minutes into this, Megan, you probably feel Nyx, like, clamp onto your arm, just like, can you help me through?
Megan turns her head towards Nyx, nods gently, and kind of like gestures for them to like come.
Mm-hmm. They will follow.
Right. You follow, huddle along. There's some complaints. Marsh is like, oh, snow is not something you want to deal with. At least it's not over the water. Because then the water gets all diseased, everything starts dying, not in the way you want it to, it's all bad.
I was gonna say...
It's pure, I hate it.
I can see the idea of Swift, like, in this blizzard, just flying around like a fucking, like, deflating balloon.
One of these is nose candy, I swear it!
Oh, no.
Oh my God, Swift, never change.
Alright.
So,
The blizzard has halted progress. The easy route is basically closed off to snow. You will be hoofing it through the mountains, not through the volcanoes, but it's going to take you twice as long, so the regular amount of time, essentially, that it would take to go from hex to hex.
As long as we get out of here.
You're right.
at least we don't have to deal with the volcano.
Yeah. Finally, as the sun starts to set, you find some shelter in a nearby cave away from the blinding whiteness all around you. Huddle up, set up campfires, like, drape yourselves in blankets and bedrolls and tents as appropriate as to what all the group is carrying, which is a big-ass group right now. Eat your food, eat your days of rations, drink your water, and settle down for the night.
I will say Nyx, who's been notably more social for the past 2-3 days, is now notably very quiet.
Megan's gonna kind of like sidle up to them and kind of like let her like vents blow warm air
Thanks, Megan.
onto them.
Sorry.
I know you do not like the cold. It
No.
is the least a friend can do. Pat, pat.
It's so stupid, though. I don't know. I don't know why I don't like it. It's just when those winds close in on you, it just feels like something really, really bad is about to happen.
If you tilt your head, has something bad happened to you in the snow? Besides from when we were traveling?
It's not so much something bad happened, even if I could remember it. Again, I don't know, but it's just like more a foreboding than anything. But like
a bad omen.
it's almost like something's coming for me. It's weird. I think it's just the mind playing tricks on me, but I can never shake it. I mean, all these layers have been helping, but when the wind literally goes on my head like that, it's not nice.
Nizip comes over after hearing this and suggests, is it maybe an aversion to the different seasonal courts?
I was about to ask, like, is Megan's like, Megan doesn't like understand the Fey politics as well because she's kind of like, well, the antithesis of fairies. But
Nyx isn't sure because, again, they don't have any recollection of being in the Feywild, so they'll ask Swift if, like, if the transfer between the courts is, like, a rough one, if that makes sense.
Transfer between the courts as in...
Like, when the Winter Court, like, rules, essentially.
Oh, it's usually pretty rough for humans. Sometimes they say it's the Winter Court, sometimes in Sideria they say it's the god Old Man Winter. I don't believe in him. But, for mortals, winter sucks. No food, little water, that sort of thing. On the Fae scale, I mean, we're kind of used to it. That's just a thing that happens. It's like, everybody shits, you know? Winter Court taking power is like taking a big dump.
Megan says, I don't do that.
I want to unhear that. I mean, I don't know if I'll even get those answers. I guess it'd be nice to know if this is really irrational, if something caused this, but I don't know. I just wish it wouldn't. I wish it would stop inhibiting you guys.
Megan shakes her head and like her motor and like as you say this, like her like motor kind of like rumbles a little bit more and a little bit more warm air gusts out of her beds.
Yeah, you don't need to feel like you're inhibiting us. It's...
We are your friends.
Yeah.
Friends
I know.
help friends.
I know, but I'm not as productive when we're in the tundra, and I just feel bad.
Megan puts like a metal finger on their lips and says, friends do not expect payment from friends, or such payment from friends. I should clarify, because we are technically paying our friends.
Yeah, you are technically paying your friends. Mrs. Marsha calls over. Could be a curse of some kind.
A curse?
Yeah, that's how I usually solve my social problems. I curse people.
Oh. I will consider that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Megan Megan turns back towards Nyx and says, "We shall not be here long. We shall not tarry here long."
Hmm. Again, I'll always come here if it's for what we're doing. But you're right. It's best not to stay too long.
And you're not a
Until
burden
then.
just because we got issues. We all help each other.
I know. I know. I really appreciate it.
Do not feel that you are not contributing enough, for you have contributed far more than you know.
It's the best I can do.
Indeed, and we appreciate that. Pat.
Mm. They're a lot
Again.
happier now. Again.
Aww.
Yeah. They're obviously still a bit like troubled, but the warmth definitely helps. The reassurance helps more.
Now sit in my air vents until you feel warm and happy.
Just opens a hatch inside. We just squeeze it.
And Megan doesn't have a butt crack or whatever. I imagine it's more like the vents on like a computer, or like maybe like on the air filter of like or like on the air filter of like a hot rod.
Well, they will stay close to Megan then.
Yes.
Aw.
Alright. In the meantime, we got some watches to take care of.
All right. Ringo's gonna scan from as Nyx falls asleep, I guess.
Yeah.
Ringo's gonna like lean forward, scan outside the cave, see what's going on. Let's see. Surprisingly, a pretty good vantage point from standing inside a cave, warming a dude.
Surprisingly decent vantage point, yes. You don't see a whole lot. Nothing dangerous from your vantage point. You are very, very glad that you have the chance to keep warm and keep other people warm.
Yes. No news is good news. Next watch.
Second watch, let's go.
Second watch. Hey!
Hey! That's pretty okay. So, I believe you've seen what's in most of these surrounding hexes already, but just as a reminder, Nat 20, you see that you are within like half a day's march over to the Vothdar camp, which looks to be like a massive temple half buried in ice. There looks to be flaming geysers similar to the ones you spotted on Firespout Coast, south of that temple. And to the northeast, there is a huge totem pole at the top of a mountain peak that overlooks the icy lake.
We are very close, boys. We are very close.
Oh,
So
gee.
close.
Alright. Next watch.
Next watch.
Oh, I was hoping it was my turn.
Alas. One day there will be a Nat 20 for Nizip. In the meantime, no news is once again good news. This is an easy path, but with the blizzard going on, you don't think a whole lot of humanoids or creatures are using it. So, the night goes by quietly.
Okay, and before I do this, I'm just trying to make sure I'm remembering what we're doing correctly. We are going to try and get the banner from Belamir's dad, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We can
I'm
try
going-
asking nicely, but I don't think it's pissed him off.
I am going to do my... Oh, of course,
Well,
there
there's
it
the Nat
is.
20!
There it is.
I find a place no one confines me, and I'm going to open the tavern memory shard.
Okay. Soup. You are once more back in the tavern, where Belamir is not freaking out and glitching through time and space. Hey there, Nissa. It's
Velimir.
good to see you again.
Likewise. I have a question for you.
Okay.
In my time, we are needing to get an item from your father.
Okay.
And he's not being super cooperative because he doesn't like us, as you might know.
Why would he not do that? You seem nice enough.
Okay, let me ask, what is your father like?
Well, mostly I have memories of him from when I was a kid. He went away a couple of years before I took the peace promise trial of becoming a man and all that, becoming a warrior. He was taciturn, didn't talk much, preferred to let actions speak for them. But from what I can remember, he and Mom loved each other.
Okay. Well, without divulging too much, because I don't want to mess with the time-space continuum or anything, he doesn't like outsiders.
Yeah, that tracks.
And so that is why he doesn't like us. And we've tried to reason with him to get this item from him to no avail. I was hoping you might have a suggestion for how we might convince him to talk with us one more time, because since he is your father, I would rather things not have to come to blows with him.
Well, then you're not going to like my suggestion.
Oh?
See, the one thing my dad respected, even if he didn't like outsiders, he respected strength. Yeah. So, like, if you're an outsider and you're weak in his eyes, you are not worth his time. Being strong an outsider might buy you a couple minutes of actually talking with him.
Well, one thing I had the idea of, it has been a while since he has seen you. Is there any way that possibly having him join us in one of these shards to talk with you again might get his attention?
I honestly do not know. I wish I had a better answer than that, but time is wibbly wobbly at the best of times. Having you show up here, apparently being out of sync with me, wibbly wobbly, could be pretty dangerous. I don't know. I wish I had a better answer than that.
The other thing with that, do you know if people besides us can use these memory shards?
Theoretically, if they unlock it.
Okay. Because we are friends with you, I would rather not. I'd rather not have to harm your father if it can be avoided, but if you think fighting is the best way to get through to him, that might just be our only option.
Good luck is what I could say.
Yeah. Either way, I'm going to do what we can.
All
Thank
right,
you
well,
for
yeah. Good
the
luck with that.
advice.
Of course. Happy to talk with you every time I see you. I mean, the last 6 went great, so what's the 7th, right?
Yep. Yep. Alright, we'll be seeing you.
All right, bye. And you phase out of the tavern. Flashback.
Uh, well, this is gonna be fun.
Yep. All right. You pack up as the blizzard has stopped, gather up all your things, and head over to the Frosted Temple, buried deep within the ice, half next to a volcano. And at the front entrance, peering inside, it is pitch dark inside. They are not allowing natural light in whatsoever. So those of you who can't see in the dark start lighting up various sources of light. As you do, Carolina clears her throat. So, what is our plan?
Oh, she thinks we have plans.
Okay, because if the plan involves me going in there, that's going to be a bad time for me.
Most definitely not.
Yes, where the plan does not involve having Carolina go inside of a dangerous racist elf hideaway. Okay. Who's gonna guard?
Could have Barkat.
That
Yeah.
was actually going to be my suggestion, too.
Barkat's got the eyes of a hawk. Well, the eyes of a lizard,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
the eyes of a figurative hawk.
the eyes of a hawk. I once ate the eyes of a hawk. I thought I would gain that power. And then I found a theory that proves that I could have if I just put my whole ass belief into it.
Well, time to see if that theory holds any water.
All right, I'm gonna
So-
be looking for a hawk while I'm guarding this scrawny little map maker.
You do that, Barcat. Do we want to just go in sword swinging and not ask any questions, or do we want to try anything a little more tactical?
Maybe
You said
I don't think we should just go in and start killing people. I do think maybe if we issue like a challenge, like, "Hey, Clang, Clang, we wish to defeat we wish to fight people to gain the right to speak to you or whatever."
I was gonna say, Nizip, you did want to try diplomatic approach again.
I really do. I am aware that I despise the Vothdar with a burning passion. But
Mhm.
because this is Belamir's dad, I don't want to do this forcefully, especially when he took the banner because he believes it is a sign of respect.
Megan nods.
Hmm.
Very noble.
Were this just some thievery thing and there was no emotion behind it, I'd have no issues just doing this swords out. But because of the circumstances around this and what we know, I want to try and find a way that everyone walks away happy.
Megan
Well-
nods.
I think you should lead the charge then.
Alright.
So
Megan says the last time we met, he only talked to us because we beat up his guys.
Yep.
Should we issue a challenge and wager the right to speak with him once
I-
more?
ooh,
Think
that's a good
that
idea.
is a very good idea, honestly.
Megan
He seems the
nods.
type to respect strength more than anything else.
Megan nods and clanks her like her sword against her shield, and strength we have. Turns towards the both in numbers and and turns towards Awarif in the more obvious sense.
I am very strong.
That we see. And we will
Alright.
need that strength, it seems.
We have got a plan.
All right.
Yes,
And
we
thankfully,
do.
that plan doesn't involve letting Carolina get smashed by like racist elves.
Yeah, no, that's never on the docket.
Yeah, that's never allowed. I hope a worm doesn't come out and like attack both Barkat and Carolina.
What? No.
Yeah. If there's a worm, we'll run in screaming worm.
If there's a worm, there's a way.
Well,
Megan nods. Directive acknowledged. Now let us execute. Thrust sword towards the entrance.
let's go.
All right. I'm not going to pull you guys into this map quite yet, because the map was set up for a dungeon crawl and not necessarily a duel, and I will set up the duel later. But
Thank you.
you step inside, lamps, torches, and light burning as you do. Nizip leading the way. It is deathly cold in here. Like chilling, unwelcoming. Everything you would expect to be represented by the Vothdar is represented in here.
Oh, that makes it worse.
You can feel the racism.
Yeah. Cold, chilling racism.
Chilling racism. You can feel the racism chilling down your spine. It's like going to South Carolina.
Oh my god.
Okay.
We go.
We go. You continue onward. As you do, you can hear the tension of arrows being pulled back on longbows, the swirling of magical snow and chanting of magical words around you.
All right, braces yourself. Do we run or?
We come.
Megan shakes her head no, and she says, "No, we stand our ground. Running would be weak.
Oh,
Running
of course.
would forfeit any leverage we have in
Yes,
terms of our strength. No, we must challenge them head on."
Okay.
And then she clanks her sword against her shield, and she says, "We hear you."
Foylan, would you like to translate this into Elvish so that the Vothdar can understand it?
Yeah.
We come in peace. We come in violence.
All right. You hear a call back in Elvish. Then you hear how you are outmatched. Filthy ones, leave our domain, or become part of its frozen walls.
Of course, translating.
We wish to challenge for the right to speak with Rikdar.
There is like a slight chuckle, and you hear them talking in Infernal.
Mhm.
Damn it.
I believe Shikaria understands Infernal
Shikaria
now.
speaks Infernal.
Yeah. Hell yeah! Finally.
Yeah. They find that idea very funny.
Well, we'll stand by it.
Yeah. Very well, they call back in Elvish. Challenge accepted. The challengers shall come forth shortly. And they speak again in Infernal. Shikaria translates. They're saying, bring out the Abishai.
The what?
There is a loud boom, boom, boom sound as you hear some roaring and screeching of, like, hellish noises echoing around. And, like, charging down the various corridors come very bulky creatures. You would almost confuse them for Dragonborn, but they are much taller, like 10 to 14 feet. Huge, bulky, and as they roar, black, devilish ichor drips from their veins, and they are charging into battle. And that is where we're going to end our session.
Let's go, dear.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining us. We will see you next week, hopefully, when it is time to fight some Abishai. It's going to be so cool. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
We're either gonna look like total badasses or we're gonna faceplant this. But then again, when is that ever not the case with D&D
Yeah,
combat?
exactly. Welcome to D&D.
Exactly.
And also, welcome to the post show.